this is my boy Gabe, and we put a 21 Toyota Tacoma suspension on a second gen. Welcome back to the channel. This is my boy Gabe, and from the title of the video, we are putting new suspension onto the Tacoma. We are going to put 2021 Tacoma Trd off-road suspension on it, and from the forums it says that it should get like a 1-inch lift in the front, but that's not what we're going for. We just want that stock suspension put back on it, pretty much just update it. So let's see the mileage on this thing. All this suspension is original, so let's see how many miles this suspension has. Yep, 284,000. Let's start working on this, put new suspension on it. Assembly begins. This is what the shocks look like. They're almost 300,000. Yeah, they're beat. So let's get these out of here. So I'm starting in the front. You gotta get this bolt down here. It was pretty hard. Use some heat. This really helped me a lot. Then I put a long breaker bar right here to break this nut, and then you put a screw, a wrench in here. This will hold it right here. Then you put the breaker bar on here, put the wrench on the nut, and then start spinning it. So I had to heat it up a few times, so if you need to heat it up. And up here it's actually pretty hard to get in here unless you have a long 14 socket, but I don't, so I'm using this contraption here. It's a 14 mil at the top, and just use this. I've been using this to take them off, so pretty tight up here honestly. And yeah, so I'm gonna get this out and see where we are from there, and then put it side by side with the other shock. Boop, 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 finally got it out. What I ended up having to do, I had to disconnect the upper control arm and the sway bar and kind of wiggle it out, and it came through this little hole right here. So the new one, I'm gonna have to go through here and go up. So let's try it. It's what, almost 300,000 looks like on the shock, and here's a new one on the lift. So I had enough room. All I had to do was go through here and kind of give it a little twist, and then it was able to go in here. So put the bolts back together, put this all back together. Boop, 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 here we go. Got the shocks in.
Oh my god.
I had to disconnect the upper control arm, and you literally had to wiggle it through here to get it in here. And I had to take off this steering end link to have some more mobility. Took this off, so you take 3 things off, then you have enough room to be able to wiggle this through here, because it has to go straight up and down. And when I was doing this, I left the other side taken apart so that I'm able to move the sway bar around to have some more space. So yeah, got these in. Looks good. I mean, it was perfect fit. There was nothing about no modification, no cutting, nothing. There you go. We got the fronts on. I could already tell the front end sitting way taller. Well, not way taller, but back to factory. Looks a little higher. Still gotta do the back, and then we'll see. This is what you do to take off a tire that's welded on. Boom. One. With some heavy persuasion, we were able to take out this back mount. It's just a bolt up here and 2 bolts down here. I actually cut that top one because I didn't want to deal with it, and I just used a lot of heat on the bottom one. Finally got it out. What's interesting is this thing's old as crap, and look. Still works, kind of. I mean, the person not as good as new, but still working. Boo, 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 boo. Alright, here we are, laying down the bottom bolt and then this top bolt. As long as this is not spinning, it's good. But once it starts spinning, you gotta hold it down. It's enough video. Out with the old. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's see it. Whoa. Back looks the same, but the front definitely got lifted a little bit. Yeah. Shit took me forever. From 9 a.m. till it's about 2:30 now. Just rusty bolts and trying to figure out how that front coil went in. Back wasn't too bad. For the back, I did cut off the tops because I didn't even want to deal with that, and the new one already came with screws. So that's it, guys. Now let's go beat the fuck out of it. Taking on a ride right now, and man, the turns are solid. There's barely any body roll, it just goes. I really like it, so it was worth it. The only thing really with this 21 is it does lift the front end a little bit, so when hopefully it settles down and evens out a little bit, but I like it. It feels good. Oh man, we're off. Really thought he was going in the bushes, but
I know. It's supposed to.
Super smooth. Way smoother than I think the Bilstein 5100s are honestly rougher than this, like a lot rougher. These are honestly comfortable. Welcome to the channel. This is my boy Gabe, and we put a 21 Toyota Tacoma suspension on a second gen. Got a little lift on the front, but honestly, if you're looking for a stock suspension like the TRD Off-Road gave you originally, just buy the new 21 and it goes right on. Honestly recommend it.